Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are, guys. Today I'm just feeling this video from the hostess where I'm just sleeping. I'm just from awake right now, and thank you for the support that you are just giving me each and every day. And today I have a little story to tell you, and you're gonna see from the place where I'm just feeling this video and from people are still just sleeping on, but I'm gonna just film this video for the story that I have at this moment and the support that I'm just getting from any place where it's just coming and to the yesterday video was just about the project that is just progressing onto this place, and today everything I'm just going to tell you this moment. Let us go for a little journey. Guys, you're gonna see at this moment, this morning, the way things they are just going, and already the chicks they are here. They have already been released out, and the one already the flying bar is just bending onto this place. Gonna see this was just costing around 150. Another one here was just costing around 350 here, and this is the place where people that are just being used to chill up at this moment, and this place is just being used to be putted to the dust around here, and everything is just going as around as it can at this moment. Gonna see already the cock around here was under the flower bed where I was just enjoying the air here. The two chicks here, they're too whitish to represent the peace in this world. You know, everything you have to wake up and to make your things to be abstracted and only to work hard. None of the man gonna be sleeping here and there, so that he gonna be thinking of that everything gonna be okay, as well as he can be sleeping onto his own place. And these are some of the hanging lines each and every day always. And always there's another hen here which is having small chicks around the flower beds, because this morning it was just raining. Now it's just covering the chicks with his feathers. We're gonna see, guys. Shh. Gonna see a chick, guys. Very small, very small. None above gonna be gonna see. Although I'm just disturbing this hen, but serving small chicks, we're gonna see very clear and very small. And this how we need how to progress and do everything unto this world, and everything gonna be okay as it can, guys. We wanna see how we are just maneuvering and at this moment. Let me show you something that I've not shown you this morning. The way we are just progressing, the rain has just rained and the water have just come onto the tank, and things that are just maneuvering very well. Things are just maneuvering at this moment, you know. Let me show you the way the water is just removing onto this place. This is water coming from this tank. You see, this is rainwater. In fact, some of the clothing they are just being putted onto the flower bed, on top of the flower beds, because the hanging lines at times they are full of things. And this is our bathrooms where we are just still using, but this has not been made. It's just a toilet of just flushing water onto the septic and to this place. This is the bathroom where we used to wash ourselves. You're gonna see this our bathroom. This is the bathroom. This is the bathroom. You know, this is the bathroom that we are really here, and we do appreciate for everything the way it is just goes. You know, as you are, when you are just somewhere seeing such of the things the way they're just going, we do accept and do everything, guys. The water, I'm just in the water, is just released out, and none above is just putting here some of the basins. But we do appreciate for everything. But after all, we are just going to do the cleanness of this place, because some of the, oh my living God, there's someone who is just calling me. I'm gonna decline this because I'm just in a little video. Oh my living God. what am I going to do? This is how things they are just continuing here and there. I was just praying none above to call me, but unfortunately there's someone who has just already called me. Oh my living God. What is just happening unto this moment, guys? At the moment when I'm gonna be sharing with you some of the stories here and there, guys, I'm gonna not reach at a certain place. I've just seen my grandpa at this moment, but I'm gonna not reach at that point where I'm just putting some of the projective things to be carried on, guys. Let me give you a certain story, guys. When I was oh, these people are leaving water to be falling down, guys. You see, yeah, just crossing this one. Here, this tank has just been used with the tap, and we have the PPR pipes, which are just in greenish, and then they are just connected with some of the sockets here, where they have just been connected onto this tank, either to supply water onto these places or to the bathrooms back there. And other things, guys, let me tell you, when I was just handling the case of just buying the land onto this place, it was not as some of the people, they're gonna not be happy onto the village, because I'm trying to buy so far away the land onto this village. At times some of the people, they're gonna not want you to maneuver onto this place. Some of the people, they're gonna not want you to empower yourself or enrich where you want to be. At times you have to be encouraged with the outside people. At times you have to be encouraged with other people whom we doesn't know. And then life goes as it can, guys. Not at this moment that everything you have to be with, understand, with your parents, where they are, you are. Where they are, you are. You see a small chick is just running, guys. And here they are just throwing some of the dots each and every day routine, guys. See the cocks, the way they are just running onto this place to come and find something to eat. Come and find something to eat. They're eating some the ugali, guys. Some of ugali. And this is good, guys. See the way they're just torturing. You're gonna see. These are cocks. But the other side, one is female. But but mostly are cocks, guys. At times, maybe, at times you have to wait for a little moment so that everything gonna be okay, as the rain is just continuing to rain at this moment where I am, but we have to accept, guys, on what is just being carried on each and every day, you know guys. I'm doing these projective things because I doesn't want to wear some of the good shoes, good clothes, and yet in future I come in a troublemaker. I don't want to be a troublemaker unto the village, all in a certain place where I cannot be access to do certain things, guys. That's why I have just told you I have just already prepared the garden. I'm just going to try to weed some of the greenish. At times these things are just for a few moments. When I wear some of the good clothes, and yet the money could be able to access to be in a different manner, guys. See the chicks. Gonna see the chicks. The way they are just torturing the food, guys, at this moment. Oh, the cock is just chasing another one, guys. You know, when one is just empowering another one, it have to wait. It has just gone. It has to wait this ones to finish first, and then it will just come later, because the food will not be over, and they are just growing meticulous, guys. Wow, my project is just becoming in a successful journey. My dreams are just upholding, guys. And even the information that they are just coming on from my home, that, oh, You know, your trees are just growing very meticulous. Your goats, your cows, and also the dream villa that you are just upcoming with, so that you're gonna be providing some of the milk and to the village. We do appreciate for everything, and everything gonna be okay as it can, guys. At times we're gonna make our life. At times we're gonna not make force some of the people to be part of your life. At times we are just being encouraged with the other YouTubers like Davi Jr., like like Brother Dagi, like other peoples at Nyabuhanse Villa. You see, the way water is just being removed, guys. When I was just when you just watching some of the people just in the villa, like Aya Marwas and other peoples, they are just really encouraging you to do this, and everything gonna be as well as it can, guys. I'm still maneuvering at this place. I want to go to the top hill of these zones and give you good story, the story that I had at this moment this morning when I had just waken up, so that I can do things urgently. Let me give you a true story, what I'm just thinking of. You know? Let me give you a true story. It's not that it's because of me, but at times it's because of God's grace. I'm climbing on top of the stones. I'm climbing on top of the stones. You're gonna see how the rock has just laid on itself onto this place. And we always say that today is today and tomorrow is another day, guys. And here we are. Here we are. We could not be able to know what is just going on. There they are. They gonna doesn't know if we're gonna be here. See the view of this place, guys. Where I am at right now. Oh my living God, that's the school far away, the tall building, guys. Oh my God. And this is a certain place where I'm just living onto. My living God. You see? Let me go to the picnic of this stone. Maybe it's gonna withstand at this moment, of which people they are just trying to plow, and they are ready to plant some of the maize. It depends on the place where you are just coming from. And yet at my home, the project of just plantation of maize, my mom told me that they are just about to put some of the ureas, and I have already bought them. This week I think they are just putting the urea onto my maize, and also the cassavas, they have already been made up. And I'm sure that I'm gonna be helping my parents for the time being coming onto this world. That's why I'm here, guys. At times when you are just cherishing someone, and then the guy is not uninterested unto you, you have to quit. You doesn't have even to rest. At times I had watched someone who is like, it's just being called Brother Dagi, talking Regina, by the way, he was my best friend from high school. Even when I gonna be enriching her, we are just talking good vibes here and there. We have just learned to a certain primary being called St. Anne's Primary School. After all, we came at Duvesco, we still were just meeting, just letting. But now, Brian Vepper was just in need of just marrying the girl, but unfortunate, Brother Dagi could never know that the guy they are just being related with. But David Jr. is just, congratulations, David Jr. You are still giving Brian's hopes in this world. And Brian was just injured, has just become from rehab. I've seen also the book that you are still giving has just brought out to restore that he was just learning something. Also, there's some of the prayers which he had just catched onto his mind, and everything is just by focusing. I also say that not everyone will see you in this world and appreciate on what you are just doing. Some of the people, there must be some of the haters, there must be some of the things that they're gonna not enrich unto you. Maybe some people they're gonna be wondering whom is just talking onto this behind of this camera. It's only your bra in East Africa, Kenya. If you haven't been subscribed, just subscribe, like, share, and comment. If it's the first time to encounter at this moment, at this video, just click there to subscribe, to like, and share. Just leave sweet comments onto this video, and let me know in the comment section what is just going on. Just give me the morality to just continue this video on what is just going on, and we do appreciate for everything, guys. When I was just in my progress of just encouraging to do this some of the videos, I got some of the challenges onto this world, but my parents could not be able to understand on what was just going about the filming of the videos. Even I was just removed from my home. I went to NYS. After that, I'm just still having some of my education being carried on as a comrade and to Bungoma at a certain school being called at Kisiwa National Polytechnic. My parents have just been discovered that I have just returned to the YouTube channel after I have just resumed on to the school of outside. But still, I had just been doing this video. I had some of the challenges. Sometimes I have no money to eager to film this video. I have nothing to do this, I have nothing to do this. But everything I have to accept it, you see. I'm just maneuvering onto this top of the stones to see on what is just being carried on, and you're gonna be seeing on what is just going on, guys. At times, one of my parents started encouraging me after knowing what is just going on. The first time my parents was just even refusing not to do some of the work onto the YouTubers, but after all, he went to the Burundian Traveler, he went to the, even we were just working at Davi Jr. to the millions of thousands of the house that Ayamaro has just given his parents, where Davi Jr. is just living with his parents. We went there to do some of the keys to the house, and yet we were just paid. Even Davi Jr. was that I was just adding Ayamaro, Ayama. Now I was just now Davi Jr. was trying to show my dad Ayamaro settling with the white woman. I was not knowing what is just going on. Ah, my dad was asking when he he will be coming. When he will be coming. Even my dad was, oh, now at the point it reaches where Ayamaro came back at his home. He started already, the house was just finished, and yet after all, my dad, ah no, not my dad, I'm sorry. After all, I was just walking. Unfortunately, Ayamaro was just sitting to my brothers, whom is called Evans Bogai. Was just settling inside there, just uploading his video, half his table, and to the inside of the cyber. But unfortunate, I saw Ayamaro. I looked at Ayamaro for a long time. Ayamaro looked at me. Oh, and then there was a mother who was my madam was just called Madam Eunice. He went and to Ayamaro, told Ayamaro, but I want to talk with you. At that moment, I was not having a phone. Now, Chris Muniko came on to me and told me that my brother, just take a phone, and the phone, when you have just taken it, just film some of the good videos, because I'm seeing some of the things that you're just doing, because I had a big dream. I had a big dream unto the village. Oh, my dad told me, why you just taking the phone because of just filming these videos? I doesn't want, you want to kill us, you want to do this. No, I was just keeping quiet. That was the real story of my parents. That
they have just overcome. When they heard that the national youth is just coming, they told me that you are just going to remove from this school and you are just going to the national youth service. When I went there, oh, I went on myself. In fact, I went from, I came from home. It was around 2, just early in the morning, was around 2 sharp. The van came from border of Kenya and Tanzania, Sirare. It came and take us to the village villa. After it's, oh guys, the video gonna be long. You gonna be patient and to me, please. After all, they had, we have just been taken off. You know, they have just been given me some little amount of money. You're gonna eat this when you are away. Now I was just calling my parents. I have just reached somewhere. I have just reached here. The journey is good. You're just continuing. Now after we have reached at Nakuru, we have just after we have just reached at Nakuru, I called my parents. We have just settled there around 2 hours. Reaching to the camp, guys. Oh, we have just told to the camp is 150. You know, because we have just been traveling, I told the guy, in fact, I was here last week. Maybe you tell me I give you 100 because of 50 bob and the 50 bob of carrying of my iron box. How could you be carrying us too and yet you need us to give you 300? Am I making for you the whole day? If you doesn't want, no care. We're gonna take our iron box and go. And yet the guy accepted because I've seen on what is just going on. After all, oh, taking the iron box was not easy. I have to accept carrying it on top of my head. I had left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and center. I have to accept on what is just going on, and have to accept on what is just going each and every day, guys. After all, I reached to the barracks. Before, I was just given a mask. I was just being told to Turkey. Now I was just in a dilemma. You can sing all songs. Niwewe, ni so that God gonna help you. Any kind of a song you gonna sing. Waking up in the morning, just scrubbing the scrubs with water. Even some of the my nail tips here, there are some of the earthworms. They have just entered onto my fingers, and then I was released the last time. I think I was just released from just scrubbing the slabs. Now I was just to my only when I wake up is only making the cleanness of the compound, and also I was just I had never been passed out my clothes, and then after all I had to no, let me change like this, guys. Just now after all I had just been come super excited of just making my clothes to be neat. I was just also helping some of the people to make their clothes, you know, sometimes making friendship, and then training went good. After there we have just accepted for everything that is just overcoming unto us. We have gone under training. Now it reaches at a point where we have just climbing some of the hills. Now hunger has just come unto me. Some of the people, they are lying to their parents that they need to buy the diets. You know, diets is the place where we are just training unto. Some of the people, they have just tried to lie their parents that, oh, you know, we have to buy this, we have to buy this. But I accept on my parents the way they are. I gonna let me, if I was needing money, I told my parents that I need money because I am hungry, because you are just being provided for everything. Now you have just came after training, you have just come to the national building. Still, I'm not doing some of the video. I have to accept on what, because it was very tricky. Now I came an engineer and to my professional. of just relying on the plumbing theory, just accepting to make the pipes to join them to be together and everything. I have to accept for everything. Hello guys, yesterday my video was, the battery went low and I had to finish at this moment. I was just continuing with where I had just lived with my parents. After all, they had just been given me a chance to go at NYS. After all, I was just seeing that the things, they were very hard, but unfortunately the things are just becoming as good as they can. My parents, they have just really made me to be what I am at this moment, but we have to accept on everything and everything the way it just goes each and every day. I personally have just learned some of many things. I could not be able to enrich where I am without my parents, without anyone, guys. But I have to accept. None above wants needs to see you when you are just improving onto your life, living standard. Guys, here is only the handball team that just continue playing while I'm just walking around, but this is the only way of just operating unto myself. They have just really made me with an envelope of Unview where I'm just progressing very well, guys. But none above, everything is becoming as good as it can. It's only by giving out your support and everything. And I promise that I'm gonna be doing what entails unto you, and everything gonna be done as well as it can. I believe that the previous video, it begins by doing such things while we were away, guys. But we believe to be in an unfortunate way. The money that was just being sent, it's just becoming warriors, but some of the things that are just becoming badly, but we have to accept on them on what to do and what not to do, guys. It's just the view of the school where some of the teams, they are just uplifting here. This is the school van, which is just around here, and we have to accept on everything, guys. And this is the only way to go. Just subscribe, like, share, and comment if you haven't been subscribed. Bye bye. If you haven't been subscribed, if even for the coming viewers, just continue watching until my video until to the end, guys.